Hello, my name is Jennifer Bhavani, and you might have heard me sing the Hanuman Chalisa before, but I'm going to sing it again because that's what you do. So the Hanuman Chalisa, I'm using this book today, which is cool. All the proceeds when you purchase this particular one go to Hanuman, Hawaii, Maui. There's a Hanuman temple there where Ramdas lived. They built a Hanuman temple. And so, yeah, I came across this book a couple of years ago and used it for yoga teacher training because I have everyone learn the Hanuman Chalisa. So Hanuman Maui is the living continuation of Ramdas's presence on Maui. So we seek to uphold his teachings of love, service, and devotion. So you can find it on Amazon, and you can also find it on the Hanuman Maui website. So the Hanuman Chalisa, why would we sing the Hanuman Chalisa? I'll go through some of the translation with you, some of the English translation. So we awaken Hanuman when we sing this, when we sing his praise, right? Which we also awaken these qualities within ourselves. As I learn more and more about these practices, it's like we're planting the seed within ourselves to generate the qualities of a specific deity. Maybe it's Hanuman, and we're invoking the qualities of being capable and being of service. Or maybe it's the quality of Saraswati, and we're invoking the quality of being able to really listen and hear wisdom and to discern knowledge and generate the creativity within ourselves, or etc., right? Even Ganesh, we always say, oh, Ganesh, remove our obstacles, but we're generating the quality within ourselves to navigate any obstacles that we may come up against. And to clarify, in case you heard, like Hinduism has millions of deities that they worship. It's all part of the one, right? And all, like many, not all, but many Eastern religions and philosophies, older than Christianity and Catholicism. And what I have always loved about them, Buddhism and Hinduism, as a practice, right? Not necessarily, those not my religions. I wasn't born into those religions, but as practices, as points of focus of study for me, is that it turns us inward, right? It turns us inward and says, okay, how can you work on yourself, right? Ram Dass always said that the best thing I can do for another is to work on myself, right? To become the most loving and the best being that I basically can be, right? And so these practices do that, and they give us guidelines, right? So we're not just flailing and in that mode of developing the qualities of being a more loving person, a capable person. We're able to enjoy life more instead of not knowing anything about our inner world and then kind of flailing and feeling uncomfortable in all these ways. So they're wisdom practices that remind us, they help us to remember our innate wisdom, right? Because we all have that wisdom within us. So some of the things in here: you destroy the root of all that is inauspicious. This is about Hanuman. Son of the wind, banisher of sorrow and embodiment of blessings. And right here, we actually call, make your home in my heart. Those who read this Hanuman Chalisa gain abilities and success. All suffering and pain vanish when one remembers Hanuman, remembers the brave Hanuman. Bestow your grace to me as my teacher. right? One gains all happiness. So it just goes on, right? There's something to it. So if you've never heard it before, then I invite you to listen and try to stay focused, because that's another thing, right? Is these practices, these wisdom practices, ask us to focus. And that's not something that we do enough of in our technology-filled, busy world in Western society. And I mean, I think that that's spreading around the world, but let's get back to being able to focus, because all we have is this present moment. So when we can rest in the present moment, then everything is there. And when we have these practices to help remind us of that, right? That we are capable, we can move through our lives a little bit different, with a little more ease, because we know that we're armed with the capability to move through and navigate challenges, and to remember that we can be happy, because we kind of like give it up. We give up that control of trying to control everything, right? Every outcome, and I want this and I want that. We let go of those, like the clinging to things. Letting go of the clinging to things, super important. And then we can enjoy our true nature and a little bit more. So it doesn't necessarily make life easy or like instantly give you happiness, but I think that we can like settle. It's like there's this settling that happens, and that drops us into the flow of life, so we are able to remember our center, come back to that more often. And then when we focus on these practices, right, it helps to purify the mind and connect us more deeply to our center and our wisdom. And then the more we do that, the more we are in that connection versus in confusion, in stress and anxiety, and not feeling good, right? We're not always going to feel good, but like the not feeling good as like a chronic kind of thing. Like I never feel good, right? We always know that we can, I guess it's like a trust, right? It's a trust, the flow of life, by focusing daily for some amount of time on these practices to come back to center, and then generate the energy of these wisdom practices that help to carry us through our day, right? So the word, I am like apprehensive to use the word happiness and feeling good, because that's not always the case, but it's different when you're not trying to control everything, right? You feel like you can go within and say, all right, what are some things that I can do to come back to my center, so I'm able to hold all the things within myself and not just identify with feeling like I'm floundering, right? I think it's the beauty of life. It's the art of life, the yoga of life. That's the wisdom, is the art of life, connecting with the art of life and that creativity. So it's not always like good, happy, joyful, but it's creative. It's remembering our capabilities. It's relaxing enough, calming the nervous system enough where if there are challenges, we can navigate those challenges, and we can trust, and we can not cling as much, and we can just be like, hey, this is where we are in life. You know, this is my human existence, and I don't control everything. Something like that. All right, let's see if I can remember my chords again. A, D, F. So again, if you know it, sing. If you don't, meditate. Try to focus. And this is always just a practice for me. It's not perfect. We're just hanging out. Be well.